Hey, it's Sammy again with SB Coaches College. Hey, I'm going to run down this game that has, again, a terrible name, uh, Don't Feed the Monkeys. But yet it has like a really important, really great skill to start honing in your kids. And I think that if you're able to teach this and do this well and make this point, you're going to have really advanced kids who have a vision and understanding of the game that is different from, more explicit, that is different from a lot of where their peers might be. So let's get into this. The screen is paused for the moment, and I'm going to get into what the game is about, your role, what the spotlight is, and a couple of tips. So what you see here is set up is just two circles. One small one where it'd be big enough for kids to receive passes that are going to be coming in, to control it, and then pass it back out. And maybe, a total 10-yard diameter there. And then on the outside would be maybe a good 15-yard radius, 30 yards totally across, in which about 6 kids are sitting out there on cones, each with a ball, knocking the ball in, trying to connect it with the 2 monkeys in the center. You've got these zookeepers who are the 4 that are in between. They're trying to intercept balls. They're trying to keep that from balls getting in. And the guys in the center are the players trying to receive it and pass it back out. As soon as that happens, they get a point. You're counting out points, and you're seeing what this pair of players of monkeys in the center are able to do. Kids are going to love the role playing of this. They're going to want to be the monkeys. They're in the middle. They're going to want to be the zookeepers. Then you get to find a creative title, the feeders or something like that on the outside. The game is about awareness and control, awareness of seeing what needs to be done. So on the inside, you've got to be checking your shoulder. You're looking around. You're trying to see where the ball is coming from. On the outside, you need to be looking for when the defenders, the zookeepers, are not looking and when you can slide a pass in. You got to be helping your players try to make eye contact because they can't just be firing balls in. All of this awareness of what's going on many different directions, super, super important. Of course, the control of knocking a ball in, controlling it, and knocking a ball back out at the right time, very, very important. Like technical skill. And then your role in this drill is, keeping everybody focused. They're all going to kind of understand their roles, but if the players from the outside are not really paying attention, they're not really engaged, the drill breaks down. If the zookeepers in the center, they're trying to defend balls, if they're not really working very hard or not as intense, the game is kind of lackluster. And the players in the center, I think they're going to be pretty focused, but you're trying to hype everybody up and keep them focused. So that's your role. The spotlight, again, I mentioned earlier, checking over the shoulder. This is the cornerstone of this. If you can remind players all the time, especially those monkeys in the center and even the defenders, the 4 that are the zookeepers, to be looking over their shoulder. What's happening? What else is going on? This is actually a skill or a behavior, rather, that they count up players like Messi, Ronaldo, their ability to look over their shoulder, how many times a game they do that is a real determinant of their awareness of where they need to be, when they can receive the ball, and where to knock it. So just the more you can kind of remind players that this is something that is really, really important, and it's kind of the final point that you make at the end of the game, when you've broken it down and counted up everybody, the pairs and their scores and how many points they got, who won the whole game. That's the point you're making, is how great it is, how important to always be looking over your shoulder and what's going on. So that's what this drill is about. You should have fun with it, and you can definitely run it with, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds all the way up to 10-year-olds. You can make the circles tighter the more skilled and advanced they are. So that is my suggestion, and have fun with it, and good luck.